Namaskar. Om Gam Ganadhipatiye Namaha. Guruji KSK Saranam. Om Shaira. Welcome to EPS System of Astrology. I'm Dr. G.K. Adit Kasna, the founder of EPS System of Astrology. In the previous video, I was explaining you about finding the Dasa Buddhi Antara for the timing of event of marriage with the help of the EPS System software through the EPS tables. As I was telling in that video, I will be explaining you about the same chart for the timing of event in finding the Dasa Buddhi Antara through the PILT table, that is Planetary Interlink Theory table, which is there in the EPS System software. With the help of this PILT table, how we can identify or find the favorable planets through the key planets technique. I will explain you about that in this video. Let me take you to the software. Yes. This is the birth chart which I was explaining you in the previous video, wherein that native got married in Jupiter Mahadasa, Saturn Buddhi, and Mars Antara. Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Buddhi, and Mars Antara, the native got married. So how it got married, I was explaining in that video how the other planets are not supportive, or how the other planets are not having favorable significations, or how other planets are having the unfavorable significations, especially in their star level and sub-level significations. Because of them, they are not favorable to conduct the event. But whereas in Jupiter Mahadasa, Saturn Buddhi is stronger, then in that Saturn Buddhi, marriage was conducted. Under that Mars Antara, that marriage was conducted. So now we have to check with the help of the PILT table how the same Jupiter under Jupiter Mahadasa, Saturn Buddhi and Mars, how they can be selected. I will be telling. Now you can see in the EPS System software, we have got that EPS event menu. This button, as I said in that video, we can choose the event according to the requirement. Now this event is chosen with marriage first natal. We can choose the other events also, which are all default entered, and which you can modify or you can edit, and you can create your own events also. And that facility we have got in the software. And you can see there is one more thing called HG. What is HG? House grouping table. So this house grouping table only, I'm going to tell you that in that house grouping table, there are many modules. Many features are also there. Out of them, PILT table is the one of the important one. You can see in house grouping, we have got key planets, PILT, ruler supports, then a lot of things are there. Out of them, I'm going to explain you about the usage of the PILT. This is the PILT page. In that, you can see all 9 planets from Ketu to Mercury in the Vimsotri Dasa order from left to right, all have been given. So what actually these significations are, what the planets are signifying in this, you can see the table contains rulers. You can see rulers, Rasi, and supports. It means each planet, Ketu planet, in the sign of Rasi Lord is Saturn. Ketu sign Lord is Saturn. Then what is this supports? You can see there is one more column called field called supports. What is supports? Support means Ketu planet has got many planets in its supports. It can have only one planet or many planets. All the planets which are there in the supports are nothing but the planets are which are connected to Ketu. It means that can be conjoined planet or aspected by planet or indirectly connected planets. So they are all coming under the support planets. It means the planet which are all other than the Rasi Lord, the planet which are all in the conjunction or in the aspect or in indirectly connected planets, all will be shown under the support column. It means each planet will have its own signification and that planet will be in the Rasi Lord, will have some impact on the particular planet, and all the other planet by way of conjunction or aspect or indirectly connected, which are all coming under supports, they also will have some sort of support to the particular planet. They are all secondary. So that way, all the planets which are all connected to the each planet all coming under the supports. You can see Venus has got many planets, Mars has got many planets. So, I mean, all the planets which are all connected to the particular planet are shown under support column. So in EPS, what we take each planet's self-significations. We take what are self-signification? I told you in the previous video itself. If you keep the cursor, for example, if you keep the cursor on the moon, you can see 3, 1 and /1, /1. It means moon is Lord of 3 occupying first house, and that is first portion. Then /1, what is that? Moon is cuspal star Lord for first house. Then /1, what is that last one? Cuspal sublord for first house. As per EPS, EPS is having cuspal lordship, occupying house, cuspal star lordship, and cuspal sublordship. These three are these actually four: cuspal lord, occupying house, cuspal star lord, and cuspal sublord. These four elements are considered as the self-signification. Within bracket, when we are showing that CL and OCC, cuspal lord and occupying house, are shown together in the first portion. Cuspal star lord is shown in the second portion, and cuspal sublord in the last portion. For the benefit of the users, when you keep the cursor on any of these planets, you can see within bracket that planet's self-significations are shown. Suppose a planet is not having any house in any of the portion. For example, Mars is 7th Lord, 12th Lord, occupying 12th house. Slash, that is oblique, you can see 10. What is 10? Cuspal star Lord for the 10th house. After that oblique it has given only hyphen. It means dash. It means it is not sublord for any house. So that can be easily understood. So it is only for your, cross verification or further reference only this can be used. Now let me go. In the finding the key planets first. Then how the help of the key planets we can identify the favorable dasa bukti and antara for the event of marriage. Before that, I will tell you, as I said, each planet I was telling, planet Ketu in this Rasi of Saturn, it has got Jupiter in the supports. Ketu planet in the star of moon. Ketu in the star of moon. That moon in the sign of Venus. And these planets are in the supports. Moon is the star lord of the Ketu. That moon, star lord, is in the star of Mars. That is star lord of the star lord. In EPS, we take minimum 5 levels: planet, star lord of the star lord, sublord, and star lord of the sublord. In some cases, wherever we require, or when one planet is repeatedly ruling more than one level, we take sublord also into consideration. You can see planet, star lord, and sublord. They are the primary levels. 2A level, that is star lord of the star lord, and 4th level, star lord of the sublord, they are all secondary levels. This has been given with the background gray shade. This is secondary. Primary levels is planet, star lord, and sublord. 2A level and 4th level are the secondary levels. So now the planets, which are the planets are having the favorable significator in their star level and sub level, obviously. Planet, star level, sub level, primary 3 levels. If any the planet which are having the favorable key planets or favorable significator in their rulers, forming the grouping of chain of the houses. What is the grouping of chain of the houses? For the event of marriage, normally second, you can see here it would have been given in this. On the top, you can see primary house is A, is 7th house. Secondary houses supportive for the marriage 2, 5, and 11, and supportive houses is 1, 3, 9. These are all the favorable houses. Whereas worst, that is detrimental house, is 6th house, and obstacle giving houses worst is 8 and 12, and weak obstacle giving houses is 4 and 10. So they are all unfavorable, they are all favorable, right? Out of them, the planets which are all having the favorable grouping of these houses, if they are present ruling as the star lord or sublord for other planets, that planet will get the impact or effect of this planet strongly. As well as if those planets, favorable key planets, if are also present in the support column, it means they are going to give support to the other that planets, the rulers. You understand? Suppose Mars is having, I mean, Sun in this, in star in the supports, Moon in the support, Rahu in the support. If these planets are, if it is favorable, they are going to give some impact, favorable impact to the ruler. If these planets are having unfavorable houses, they are going to give some unfavorable impact to the particular planet, the ruler. So, I mean, that you have to keep it in mind. Now, so here actually you want to check the birth chart. The software has got the facility. You can click natal chart. We can open the natal chart also, that you can anywhere you can move and you can refer to this I mean planet conjunction aspect, because all the supports planets are given here, but in what way they are all connected and all we may not be knowing here, but we can find from the natal chart. We can close it also. Now I'm going to explain you about the key planets. What is key planets? Just if you right click on this software, then you can get that key planets. You can see this is the key planets. What are key planets? Let me move this way. Each planet, you can see Ketu, Venus, Sun, all 9 planets have been given. In that, Ketu, that second planet, Ketu is the node in the position in the sign of Saturn, that is considered as the second planet. Whenever Ketu is coming, its Rasi Lord has to be taken. When Saturn is taken, it's the representing Ketu will be considered. Similarly, Moon is coming, Rahu is taken. Rahu is coming, Moon will be taken. In EPS, we take both. But the first planet has to be given priority. Then the second planet, that is the Rasi Lord, has to be taken the second planet as a secondary supports. Now you can see Ketu, you check all planets according to the event. Favorable houses are shown under the favorable. You can see that column, favorable, unfavorable. Ketu houses are shown first in the self column, CL, OCC, Cuspal Star Lord and Cuspal Sublord. Then here you can see significant sign Lord. It means Ketu's second planet Saturn, Rasi Lord, CL, OCC, Cuspal Star Lord, Cuspal Sublord are shown here. And Ketu's unfavorable houses, Ketu Star Lord for 4, 8, 12 and 4. You can see Ketu, if I keep the cursor over that, you can see Ketu is 9th house and 4, 8, 12 and 10. It has been shown. Now that 4, 8, 12 and 10 are unfavorable for the marriage. So that are shown under the unfavorable row. Similarly, for the sign Lord Saturn also shown, favorable houses are shown on the first row and second row, unfavorable houses are shown. The same way for all 9 planets, favorable shown in one row and unfavorable shown in the other row. We have got significant sign Lord also. It means if any planet posted in a particular sign Lord, that sign Lord, if it is a strong significator by some means, that after will take care. That houses will be shown under this significant sign Lord. They are going to give some additional support to the particular planet. Now we are going to check the key planets. They are all the 9 planets are taken as the key planets. Out of them, we should know which are the favorable key planets and which are the unfavorable key planets. First we can focus on the unfavorable, which is easier, because finding the unfavorable planets is easier. Then we'll check the favorable planets. What are the unfavorable key planets? The planet which are all having the 6th house, unfavorable house, the D3 and 8 and 12 houses, if they are all having 6, 8, 12 combination, they are all always indicating that that planet is having the unfavorable grouping. You can see Ketu has got 4, 8, 12 and the Venus has got 1, 1, 2 favorable and 6 and 4. So it is not having any 8 and 12, but it has got some weakness, but it is not detrimental. Sun is having 1, 5, 9 and 7th Cuspal Sublord. This is good, favorable key planet. Then Moon 3, 1, 1, and 1 cuspal sublord. It is not having either 2 or 5 or 7 or 11, but still it is having favorable grouping in self. In the Rahu only having got some mixed signification. So this also we can take as a favorable, but when compared to this, Sun is very good. And then Mars. Mars is 7th lord, 12th lord, occupying 12th house and 10. It has got favorable and unfavorable signification also, but it is not having either 6th house or 8th house combination. So it is not completely detrimental, but still it has got some weakness. Let us not choose this one. Let us check Rahu. Rahu 3, 2, 2. These are all favorable for the marriage, but 6th star lord and 6th sublord. This is not good. 6th sublord, unfavorable cuspal sublord, and also unfavorable house 6th star lord also. This is unfavorable. We can say mixed, but it is having unfavorable because of this 6th cuspal sublord. Then Jupiter. Jupiter is 8th lord and 8 and 12 cuspal sublord. 11 and 5 are okay, but 8 and 12 sublord, they are all unfavorable. It means they are all going to give some hurdles and struggle to the event. Saturn planet, you can see 9th lord, 10th lord, but 5 occupant, 3, 7, 11 star lord, and 3, 5, 9, 11 cuspal sublord. They are all very good house grouping for the marriage prospect. Second planet, Ketu, has got some obstacles and favorable also present, but this grouping in primarily it is very good. So this is favorable house grouping. That Saturn is a favorable planet. Let us take Mercury. 2, 5, and 2. There is no star lord, no cuspal sublord ownership. So that is not very strong, but still no unfavorable also. So these 2, 5, 2 houses are good. This is also favorable. You can see this is Mercury is a free planet, star symbol, and Jupiter is a free planet, and Venus is also a free planet. So now out of them, favorable key planets are Saturn, Mercury, Sun, and Moon. Saturn, Mercury, Sun, and Moon. Let me note it down somewhere so that Saturn, Sun, because Sun is very strong, and Saturn is good, and Mercury is good. And what else? Moon. Moon comes the next one. They are all favorable key planets. Because we have look at the house grouping 1, 5, 9, 7 sublord. Then 3, this is I have taken at the last because it is not having any 2, 5, 7, 11 combination, but it has got very good house grouping of favorable, only no unfavorable. And this Saturn is a very good key planet. Saturn is very good key planet. So it has been taken, and Mercury. Then similarly, unfavorable key planets. Unfavorable key planets are what? Unfavorable is what? Especially that Jupiter and Rahu. Rahu is 6 star lord and 6 sublord. Rahu, then Jupiter. Jupiter is what? Jupiter is the 8 and 12. 8th lord and 8 and 12 cuspal sublord. This is the unfavorable key planet. Then of course, Ketu also having 4, 8, 12 obstacle giving. That also we can take it as the last one. Ketu. So importantly, Rahu and Jupiter are unfavorable, and Sun and Saturn are more favorable key planets. So the planet which are all having these favorable key planets in their primary levels, they are going to be favorable. If they are Rahu and Jupiter are there in the primary levels, that is planet level, star level, and sub level, if they are present, they are going to give trouble to the particular event for the particular planet. So now we have to check these planets in which level they are all playing. Now let me erase this one so that yes, these are the favorable and unfavorable. Now what you are going to do, let us find the unfavorable planets first. Which are the planets are having the unfavorable Rahu and Jupiter in their star level and sublevel? First, let us check. Here you can see the key planets are shown, all 9 planets. I forgot to tell that you can see based on the each planet's their score, the house's favorable score and unfavorable score, the background shade of the particular planet has been given from green or blue or light pink or dark pink or red. They will be shown that they are all called key planet shades. With the help of the shades, we can identify whether favorable is on the higher side or unfavorable on the higher side, or favorable or unfavorable, or both are equal. I mean, green is good and blue is having both plus and minus. Light pink or pink shades means both favorable and unfavorable on the higher side. So that way it can be easily identified with the help of the shade also. That shade only is used if anyway the planet is mentioned, that name whenever comes, that background shade will indicate indirectly that what actual overall strength of the favorable and unfavorable a planet is having. That now all 9 planets are shown here. So based on that score, that planets, each planet's rank also have been given key planet rank. KP rank means that is not indicating that planet's complete signification. It is talking about that planet exclusively. Venus is 5th rank means Venus, for example, Venus is having 5th rank means as per this means favorable and unfavorable self-signification. This is called self-signification. Based on the self-signification, I mean, when compared to other planets, what rank it is getting, but as per the score, it is being given from 1 to 9 rank. It is not indicating that planet. So suppose Saturn planet is 1st rank means, I mean, that does not mean that Saturn planet is 1st rank planet all the over. I mean, all the overall, the planet is Saturn is favorable for the marriage. It is not like that. 9th rank Jupiter means it is not that Jupiter will not support for the marriage. Jupiter on self-signification, out of all other planets, it has got some favorable is lesser and unfavorable on the side, on the more. You understand? It means that planet, Rahu planet and Jupiter planet, if they're having some favorable, unfavorable mixed, if they are playing in the important primary level, that is 2nd level. Suppose like I will check Rahu 2nd level. You can see levels are given 1, 2, 2A, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 2A, 3, and 4. We can find the planet Rahu in what level, level it can play for all the other planets. We can choose the level and we can find wherever it is present. You can see when I'm clicking that Rahu at the 2nd level, I will check all the 9 planets grids. Wherever Rahu is coming at the star level, that is 2nd level, it will get highlighted in the ruler column. You can see Mercury in the star of Rahu, right? So 2nd level, if you check wherever it is coming at the 2nd level or 3rd level, it will get highlighted. It is not sublot for any planet. It is not connected. But in the 2nd level, if that planet is in the support column, that also will be highlighted in the support column. With the ruler column, if it is coming, it will show in the ruler column itself. So the planet which are having the 2nd level planet, it is there. Then which are the planets are having at the 3rd level, sub level, that also we can find that it is there. No, you can see it is sublord. Moon has got the Rahu as the sublord. So these 2 planets, that Mercury and the Moon, having got these 2 planets, sorry, these Moon and Mercury are having the Rahu on the 2nd level and 3rd level. Definitely these planets are not going to support for the marriage. So we can find which are the planets are having these, I mean, Rahu in the 2nd and 3rd level. So that we can easily identify, we can make that planet are not going to support for the marriage. So what we can do, there are some options are there to mark the planet by this stage, but to make it simple, I'm going to make it manually also. You see, Mercury is not going to help. Moon is not going to help. So I have selected Rahu planet playing at the 2nd level and 3rd level only. Okay. Now what I'm going to do that, I'm going to check Jupiter planet first. I mean, Jupiter at the 2nd level and 3rd. Which are the planets are having the Jupiter and the in the 2nd level and 3rd level? Being the free planet, no planet in its star. So it is, we have to check only the sublot. So it's Mercury only having the Jupiter in the sublot. So that way we have eliminated these 2 planets. Now we are going to check the remaining planets which are having the Rahu in the other levels. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select all levels for Rahu. It means Rahu, whether in the first level or second level or 2A level or third level or fourth level. So all levels, any level if it is coming, that will be highlighted. First point we checked, selected the Rahu and the primary star level and sub level. So we have eliminated Moon and Mercury. Now you check the remaining planets. In the remaining planets, if this Rahu is playing any of the levels, any of the other levels, Ketu is not having Rahu, Venus is not having Rahu, Sun is having Rahu in the last level. Though it is the last level is not very strong, when a planet is ruling one of the level, but the other levels are having the same planet in their supports. I'm repeating, Rahu is not there at the star level or sub level, but it is acting only at the star lord or the sub lord. Only the last level what is having that unfavorable, but that planet is there in the support column of the other levels. This is called in EPS, we call ruler's link. You can see here also, Venus also having that Rahu. Many planets are having the Rahu in the supports. But those planets which are having the Rahu in the supports and also in one of the levels, that will form the ruler link, the impact of that unfavorable will be passed on to that. So that means this sun planet also is not very strong. I hope you understand. So you can see this sun is not going to be favorable. Now already this Rahu, that's Moon, we have already eliminated. Mars is not having any Rahu in its rulers, but Rahu there in the support. It means Rahu's unfavorable significations are going to give some impact on that. But that since that Rahu is not ruling any of the level, the impact level will be comparatively lesser. Here I can see Rahu itself is the planet, and that Rahu is having that connection to the star sublevel and 2A level, sublevel, and star lord of the sublevel. So this is also not good, right? Then Rahu for Jupiter, Rahu at the last level like Sun, and also having that Rahu in the star level and this 2A level. You can see this second level planet is having the Rahu, unfavorable key planet in the support, that is also ruling at the last level. So this is also having weakness. So that way we have eliminated, 3 more planets also. Now what we can do, we can check the similarly what we have done for the Rahu, we can do for the Jupiter also. I will select Jupiter now. Jupiter, when we select, if Jupiter is ruling one of the level and also in the supports, that we can find those planets are also having some impact. But fortunately, Jupiter is not playing any of the third level. It is there in Mercury already we eliminated. Jupiter already there, we already eliminated. So there is no other new elimination out of this. Now, which are the planets are having these? Which are the planets are eliminated? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what now? Venus, Mars, Saturn, and Ketu are the 4 planets are only remaining without the unfavorable key planets which are playing either primary, second level, or third level, or at the other level forming the ruler link to the primary, second level, or the third level. I think you would have understood. Now what we have to do, we have to go for these planets, selecting the planets with the help of the favorable key planets. What are the favorable key planets? Sun and Saturn. Let us check Sun all level and Saturn all levels and Mercury all levels. So you focus on only these planets which we have not marked into mark. It means we have to select Ketu, Venus, Mars, Saturn. These 4 planets only we have to focus. Out of them, which are all having these favorable key planets in their rulers, we have to select them. What are the favorable key planets? Sun, Saturn, Mercury, and of course we can choose Moon also. You can see all 4 planets. Out of them, out of these 4, you check which are the planets are having these favorable key planets in their primary levels. Ketu is having moon, star level and sub level only. Okay, no Saturn, no Sun, they are not present, and the planets, important levels, they are not present. They are not ruling. Only moon only repeated. Look at Ketu. Ketu already having 8 and 12. You can see when you keep the cursor, Ketu are already having the unfavorable. So that is coming at the first level. So and the absence of Saturn and Sun, so this is not very strong. You can see Venus is not having any of these favorable key planets in the first level, second level, or third level, or fourth level. Only 2A level only is present. It is not very strong. Mars, you can see all levels except Mars, all levels have been highlighted, and also having that ruler link also. Then Saturn, you can see first level is there, second level is there, 2A level is there, and Saturn is a good key planet. You can see Saturn is forming ruler link to the third level, sub level, and the Sun is also there in the sub level. It means the Venus planet having, it is not a good key planet, but it is having the Mercury, Sun, Moon, and Saturn, which are the favorable key planet in their supports. They are also ruling in the rulers. That way, this 3 levels, consequent levels, favorable key planet, and third level also having the key planet in the supports, and also last level also. So 1, 2, and these 2 planets only having these favorable key planets in their important levels. So only these 2 planets can support for the marriage in their Buddhi Lord and Antra Lord. Dasa Lord is Jupiter. Dasa Lord we have already eliminated. Why we have eliminated? It is not that Jupiter cannot give the marriage. Jupiter, we are selecting the Buddhi Lord to find the Buddhi Lord and Antara Lord. When we are selecting, Jupiter has got the Rahu unfavorable key planet and the last level, and forming ruler link to the other levels. So when this combination is present, Jupiter is having some weakness. So Jupiter cannot support for the marriage during its own Buddhi. When Dasa Lord is strong enough, it can support for the marriage in its own Buddhi. When Jupiter, the Dasa Lord, is having some unfavorable grouping, so that cannot support for the marriage during its own Buddhi. So, but you can see this grouping, good grouping are there. It indicates that Jupiter is favorable to conduct the marriage during its Dasa Lord, but it cannot conduct the support for the marriage during its own Buddhi. So that is the reason Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi did not give marriage, but Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Buddhi has given the marriage. Under Saturn Buddhi, Mars Antra has given the marriage. Within that, Saturn are stronger or Mars are stronger, so that we can further, if we do detailed study, we can identify. You see, source planet is Saturn. The first planet is star level is good, 2A level is good, Saturn is forming the ruler link, so that way it is having good connection. And the first level planet is Mars, is having that 7, 12, 12, and 10. So Mars planet is not a key planet. It is having some weakness in the source. So that way it has got some weakness. Because of that, this planet Mars is little weaker than Saturn. So Saturn booked the Mars Antra, that event has happened. So in this software, wherever you have a doubt, you can double click on that planet. Suppose you click on Mars planet, you can see that Mars EPS table will appear, and this is called analyzer table. So that is a different table for further analysis, for easy analysis also it can be used. So I mean, if you right click on this Mars table, you can see that house grouping table will also appear. This I have not discussed about this one. I mean, these are also different type of table for users interest. They can check with the EPS table. This is the EPS table, or house grouping table, or the analyzer table, or you can check with the PILT table also. So there are different types of table which are different, like different tools for the user for their benefits to identify I mean, which planets can be favorable or not. According to the case, they can choose. According to the requirement, they can choose. So you can see this Mars has got unfavorable in the starting. These are all good. So that way Mars is having some weakness. So that way Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. These two planets are favorable for the marriage. Remaining planets are not having strength. They are having some weakness or unfavorable. Because of that, Jupiter, Dasa, Saturn, Bugdi, Mars, Antra has given the marriage. So that way also we can identify with the help of the key planets. I mean, identifying the self-signification. It means, let me repeat again, just for your brief, refresh. Just a minute. Let me clear this. If you right click on it, you can see all 9 planets according to the event. Favorable houses and unfavorable houses will be shown for each planet. In EPS, we take not CL, OCC alone, cuspal lordship occupying us alone. We are not taking like KP. We take cuspal star lordship and cuspal sublordship also. All 4 columns we have to check. Left to right, we have to check to know the strength of the each planet. By this way, we can find which are the planets are having favorable grouping in their self-signification, unfavorable grouping in their self-signification. So we can identify favorable key planet or unfavorable key planet, or we can say mixed key planets. So then we can check which are the planets are playing at the primary levels, first level, second level, or third level, or other levels, forming this ruler link to the other planets by way of supports. We can identify this. This is going to be more useful tool. To know all planets, key planet shades, you can check KP check all. You can see all 9 planets, their rulers colors and support planets colors. We can easily identify. With the help of that also, we can easily identify the role of the important planets at wall levels, at rulers, or at the supports also you can do. There are many other tools with this PILT also. It's a very good tool in EPS software. And when you are going to attend to the classes, then you will easily understand. All the training will be given in utilizing this PILT table. I hope you have understood, and you have understood how the method of finding the dasa bugdi antra for the event of marriage. Not only for the event of marriage, for any event we can use the same the thing. But when the event is changed, key planet signification will change. Favorable key planet, unfavorable key planet will change. But PILT table, that rulers and support planets, they are going to remain the same only. But according to the key planet strength and weakness, their level, what level they work, they play role. Favorable key planet or unfavorable key planet, that will vary depending on the event. So based on that, we can identify each planet under one dasa which bugdi is favorable, and under bugdi which antra is favorable or not favorable. We can easily identify. I hope you understood. Thanks for watching.